It is assumed that in democracy, the elected officials are the servant of the people and the people are the masters of the elected officials. What happens if it turns the other way around? If the elected officials become the masters of their own self instead of the servant of the people, we go through political crisis. Yes, we go through crisis. And that is what we are witnessing across the African continent and the globe. Military is taking over. Yes. Why? Because the elected officials have become the masters of themselves instead of the servant of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Timeless Time channel. My name is Dominic Waja, and here at Timeless Time, we do analysis of past events, current and present affairs, and leave the rest for the general public to analyze that. Let's watch this video.
Conscious of our historical responsibility, the patriotic movement for safeguard and restoration hereby commits all fighting forces to refocus on security and the restoration of the integrity of our territory. We reassure the international community that Burkina Faso will continue to respect its international commitments, including human rights.
Prior to the announcement, protesters took to the streets of the capital Ouagadougou to support the removal of President Paul-Henri Damiba. The now ex-president came to power in a previous coup d'etat in January, but his promises didn't convince the Burkinabe.
We want change, truly fundamental change, a change that will bring peace to Burkina Faso. Even if it takes 10 coups, we will find the right solution.
We are very happy because this is a liberation for the people of Mali. All of Mali's people were waiting for this day, and we were waiting for the president and his men to allow us to breathe. Today, we don't have any words to express what's in our hearts. Thank God, and may the president and his gang leave us in peace.
The consequence of elected officials in a democratic system becoming masters of themselves instead of servants of the people is what we are witnessing across African continent today. In democracy, the people's interest is paramount. It is the baseline of governance. It's non-negotiable in a democratic system. The people's interest is paramount and it is the baseline for the ruling of every government. And that is why if you look at the Declaration of American Independence, it is clearly says that any government that violates this principle, that government is abolished and overthrown. And therefore I am not surprised these young people or the people are jubilating over military takeover. And they are happy and they are short of words to express. And that means that what was illegal or abominable has now become the order of the day. And if it's so, then it means that something is not right somewhere. And let us look at the statistics across the globe and Africa continent. Various African continents after independence and the military coup that statistics have shown, both successful and unsuccessful. Guys, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Almost every single country in the African continent has undergone military coup. Just look at the map. Look at the continent map. Every single country has one way experienced coup, whether successful or unsuccessful. And look at the representation on the graph. That is too much. What is behind or what is the cause of this political instability or military intervention? Could it be because the system is alien to African continent or what else? I don't know, maybe you might have a better explanation to it. Look at the numbers. Right after independence, we have since both attempt and successful coup carried out across the world. And when we are comparing it, you realize that African countries has the most population or the most attempted coup, both successful and unsuccessful. African countries have that in terms of world record.